One nice advantage of Moodle is that you can take tests in it and it can all be graded for you. So you're seeing right here an example of an American history class with, you can see just a multiple choice test. You can include pictures, video, audio, matching, essay, fill in the blank, etc. You can do all kinds of test questions and get it into Moodle. So you can see right here, results come back in a nice neat table where you can see what grades students got. You'll even be able to get a bar graph of the grade range for students. And even more useful is you can also get item analysis of all the results. And item analysis are very handy for being able to look at questions and just seeing how students do based on their actual questions. So for example, right here in this multiple choice question, I can see that only 44% of my kids got this right, and I can kind of look through this and see, try and get a hint at why it is that they're putting this as the wrong answer. So again, you get these nice detailed item analysis that you can use, download in Excel, basically do a lot with. There are a number of ways of importing test questions into Moodle. This way will show you how you can do it in Microsoft Word, or in this case Google Docs, or any text editor that you write, and it's assuming that you're creating the questions from scratch. For multiple choice, what I would want to do is write multi-choice, write out the question, A, B, C, D, answer, colon, and then put the letter that is the correct answer. You do not want to put numbers right here in front of the questions because that would get imported into Moodle, and if you want to shuffle your questions, that can be confusing to kids. Little note, if there is a question that has an image, I put include image right here because what you'll have to do is go back after importing into Moodle and add the images, and I'll show you that in a future step. When you get to a different test question type, for example, essay, I would put essay, labeling it the type of question, and then just put the question underneath it. It's important to note that between each question you have a double space to separate it out. And that's how you would go about writing up your multiple choice, and in this case essay questions, for importing into Moodle. The next step will show how do you turn this format into a Moodle XML file that you can upload into Moodle. This, by the way, is called the Aiken format for future reference if you ever get stuck. After I've gone ahead and created the test questions, what I'm going to do, either in Word or in this case Google Docs, is I'm going to select everything that I've done, Control A, and then I'm going to copy it, Control C. Then I'm going to go to a particular website that makes this very handy. It's called the Moodle XML Converter at vletools.com. Once here, I'm going to go ahead and click on Quiz XML, and I'm just going to go ahead and paste what I copied right here. So what I've done is pasted the quiz or the test right here. And then because I want to make sure that this is going to work well, I always click Preview. And when you do that, scroll on down here, you can see it'll list out the questions. It'll also show you which one is the answer choice. And it's a good way to just to preview to make sure that everything's okay, because if there's something wrong, it'll show up here in this preview. And you can see all the way down here, you can see here's my essay posted right here. So after previewing it, what I'm going to do is going to go ahead and click Download. And it's going to create a .xml file. In this case, it's going to be called Quiz24 in my case, so I just need to remember that this is being downloaded to my computer. So this is the step where I convert the text into a Moodle XML file. Back in my Moodle class, I'm going to go ahead and go to the class that I need to import the questions to. And I'm going to look under my administration panel, and you can actually see your file folder right here. So I'm going to click on Files, and I've created a folder called Tests, and I highly recommend you do the same, just to keep track of all the tests that you're uploading. So I have one here called Tests. To make a new folder, you would just click this button right here, click on Test right here. And once I'm in here, you can see I got a lot of tests in here. I'm going to go ahead and upload my file, browse to it on my computer right here, downloads. know it's a little bit messy, but they're there. Quiz 24, open, upload this file. And there it is, and I might want to rename it so I know what the quiz is. So I'm going to call it infectious IO. Rename so I can find it easily. Now, back in my course, what I'm going to want to do is turn the editing on, and I'm going to go ahead and add quiz, and I'm going to call this disease. I give a good luck down here. And again, these are a bunch of different options I can set up. Do I want to shuffle the questions, shuttle within the questions? I'm not going to spend too much time on this because all I'm doing is trying to import them. So I'm going to go ahead and click Save and Display. And when I do that, I get some tabs up here. And what I want to do is import these questions. So I'm going to go ahead and click Import. And the type of question that I just created is called a Moodle XML format. So I'll select Moodle XML. The default here says get categories from the file and get context from the file. I'm usually going to want to select the category that I want to do here. And in this case, I'm going to go ahead and talk. It's going to be, I'm going to give it just the default for infectious disease category. But your category usually will equal what it is the name of your test. And this is just an easy way to find things. Skip this import from file upload if that's there. You've already imported the file, so I'm going to go ahead and choose. Go to my tests, and see if I can, there it is, infectious disease. A little bit not intuitive here, but you do actually have to click choose. I'm going to click import from this file, and you can see it's saying importing 21, so it did it successfully. And continue. Now you can see right here, here are all the questions. They just got uploaded into Moodle. Now this one right here, it says include image, so I need to go back into this to add the image. To do that, click on the little hand icon, and here's where it says include the image. So if I wanted to include the image, put the cursor where I want to put it, hit the little picture button. I'm going to go ahead and click browse to find it. Let's just go pictures. Let's just go ahead and put in the good old Oak Hills logo. Open, upload. There it is. Click on that. And there it appears. It's going to be huge because the logo is very large. So if I scroll down here, click Save Changes, and if I want to preview it, I can click this little icon right here, and I can see, again, I picked a bad picture for this because it's the massive Oak Hills logo, but if I had just a graph or something like that, it would just appear right underneath here. So that's how you go about importing questions. To add them to your quiz, the last little part right here is you would first find the category, and I had put them in default for infectious disease. And I'm going to go ahead and select all and add them to the quiz. And if I wanted to preview the quiz, what is the meaning of life, the picture question, and other questions are all floating around right here. So that's where I would go ahead and create my quiz. Back in my class, you would see an infectious disease quiz right there.